I'd like to go on to the next resolution, 598-16, and I'll be talking about 599-16. In my first 3 minutes, I'd like to talk about the success of your support for the Veterans Day Parade that we held last year. And as you may recall in my testimony last year, it was my first year as chair. I had been the Grand Marshal the year before, and I didn't see anybody in the audience. And I thought, you know what? I think we can do better than this. And as you have learned in your capacities of how many people you have to interact with, I bring our Mahalo sheet so you understand just how many people, a group of 2 to 4 people at most, contacted to put on the parade last year. And this is the list, and I proudly show those of you who participated in it. We do not want funding from all members of council. We only are looking for our parade is less than a quarter of the funding that requires to do the parade. Things such as the police, the announcements for road closures, the things that are mandated for us to do if you're going to hold the parade. But please look at, and I thank everyone who participated in this event, because it was, by all accounts, we doubled parade participants. We allowed moments to happen that were extraordinary, where you have children of PTSD military who are attending the event, walking on eggshells, not knowing how their parent is going to handle it. And then because of what we did in that parade, we added announcers, we added candy back again. You can't throw it, but you can add it. If you hand it off, you can hand out flags. We doubled the amount of flags because we realized that parents and children and adults love flags. And we did that, and by the end of it, you could see through the happy faces and the family members who were deeply affected. For those of you who supported us last year, and Councilman Paleka, I want to say, you're on the docket this year. Thank you for your support last year, and thank the rest of you for your support last year, because it meant so very much for us to host it, double in size. And the difference in our parade is that we look at this parade as a way to plan and conduct an event that will create benefits throughout the year.
You have 30 seconds.
It is a parade that is about celebrating service, and we got a great start last year. I'd like to move into this year. In this year, we have 2 items on the docket. As I mentioned, there'll be a couple more that'll be coming in future sessions, but I want you to know that this is an investment in the future. This is saying this is important, and what I learned is that if I want to reach out to a veteran and help a veteran, chances are they don't belong to a veteran group. Does that make sense? I hope it does to each of you, because it sure as heck did not make sense to me, or I wouldn't have spent 3 to 4 years trying to just reach out to veteran groups. What I learned is that our community is what makes us strong. It's our community and our businesses and reaching out, people who are already serving others, letting them know that this is a parade about celebrating service. We honor our veterans, but we also show just how great our community is in coming forward and serving others. If the homeless are taken care of, there's a percentage of veterans in that group. Our Vietnam veterans are coming up to their commemoration ceremony in 2017 that I will tell you, I do not have a single veteran group that represents the Vietnam veterans. Why? Because they don't trust the government. And many of them are living, as some of you already know, out in the woods and refuse contact with only a handful of people who we work with to help reach them. This is a group, I love you. I'm just giving you a couple things to take with you. This is, each of you received a letter, I know, but I have a little note that save the date. Please make sure that your constituents know about the date, November 5th, starting at 10 a.m. It'll be starting right here, the same route as the Merry Monarch, starting at Kamehameha Statue and then going out at Paha'i Street, and then moving from there down Kilauea to Bayfront. So I'm going to give this to the clerk to give to everybody. The other thing that I want you to know is a brief story that just talks about something that the second 599-16, thank you, Councilwoman Ehoff. We sat next to each other at an event where I gave the keynote it's the Legion of Honor, the Knight level that was given by France, who, I'm just giving an example of one group. Some of you know about it, but many do not. But they were considered to be the turning point in the war for France. We still have a handful of living members. This parade is about honoring those who serve our country and those who are living to the extent possible. But I will tell you that our Grand Marshal, in commemoration of Gil Cahaley's service, is who we're going to be honoring. And his family will be here, who also has a legacy of service to this county and to this country. This keynote speech I'd like to give with you because when I had to give it, I had to do a lot of research, and I had to try to make it relevant to today's audience. And I'd like to share that with you. It was given to Hilo Union Elementary, who was one of our parade participants last year, who did it with kazoos.
You have 30 seconds.
They hummed patriotic tunes with kazoos, and they were quite remarkable during the parade. All these units we'd like to invite, and we gave them little goody-goody cards from Cafe 100 that was started by a veteran, and they were given this story to understand that legacy. The more we can share these stories, I believe, the more we can help the veterans who are living today. Our website is www.hivetparade.org. You can read about the over 100 ways to help our veterans. Thank you for your support and your service to this community. It means so very much. Thank you.
Mahalo for your testimony.